Today we're going to be building this Toyota Land Cruiser here with a Rambo Rick conversion. This one's going to be a very interesting project. There's a lot of crazy contour lines I have to cut around to make this clean finish. But we have a week to get this done, so I'm going to take my time, make sure every single cut is really clean looking. I want to make sure this project, the finished look on it's perfect. So alright, so there's some things I gotta do before I start this. I have to take some of the car apart, some of the, like for the seat belts for example, I had to detach it from the floor and kind of tuck it away right here. I'm not trying to do any kind of damage to this vehicle, so if she ever decides to resell it, we can put everything back together just fine. Our base down, I had to raise up this end over here. I'm also gonna have to put in supports in the middle down there, but I'm gonna worry about that a little bit down the road. Okay, here's what we have so far. This is going to be a slide out with a fridge and some extra space behind it to store dishes and whatnot. The countertop's gonna go on top of this, and it's also going to go over all the way. All right, so in order for, this is a piece of scrap by the way, I'm going to scribe this first and see if I can get this contour. Okay, so I used the compass and I went along the contour. I did it a couple times so I have a really good idea of where that middle point is on my mark, because this is not the best to draw out the contour, but we'll cut it a little bit larger and gradually make it a perfect cut as we go. All right, so I got the countertop now, contour of the countertop, so I'm going to go ahead and trace this right here.
Trace this out. And then I'm going to make this 66 inches long.
So we got the top on. It's all cut to the contour of the vehicle. I cut this out over here so she could store some stuff on the side, but the top is all on, sides up. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut the bed platform, so I got to figure out the contour of this just like I did over here. Do my best to get the best scribe I can of this contour. So I want to keep this at the same angle the entire way and be really gentle with it. Just like that. That came out really fantastic for the first try, I'm not gonna lie. That looks pretty much perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and stencil that. I'm not gonna get it any better than that cut. That's beautiful. All right, skipping ahead a little bit, I added in some supports in the middle right here just so this stays square for me. All right, so I got my template that I cut. I went ahead and I traced it onto the top of the cabinet here. Let me go ahead and cut that out. Okay, so next thing on the list, I got this permanent cabinet here. I'm going to cut a false top in this, so when she's driving she can just reach back and use this cubby space as like a quick food storage, or you know, drinks or snacks or whatever. So that'll be really awesome. So right now I'm just dry fitting everything before I make it permanent. Like the end of the cabinet here, I left it open on the bottom. She has her subwoofer down here, so her connections are still accessible. All right, I went ahead and I braced the top. I also put in a middle brace. All right, now my favorite part of the project, cutting out all of our false tops, cabinet entrances, and just kind of finishing up the project, getting the drawers built and wrapping things up on this. I'm really stoked on how this turned out. I was a little nervous at first just because I am new to this business. I am not necessarily a carpenter by any means at all, actually. So I'm kind of learning as I go. But I think this build came out really nice. I had a vision in my head of what I wanted it to look like when I got done, and it actually turned out a lot better.
Alright, so we got our drawer, nice and sturdy. She's got a shelf on top where she can throw longer items. I also left the shelf a little bit taller, so she can just grab there to pull out.
Alright, we got one of the rails on. I cut this piece of wood. That fits perfect right in here. So I'm going to use that to measure where the rail goes on this side. Alright, so I went ahead and cut this bed slat out. This is a thinner plywood. I'm using this because it's going to save some weight. It's really strong, so when she wants to take this out, it'll just fold down underneath as well and be out of the way. This is sanded plywood, by the way. It's really sturdy stuff. It's a little on the pricey side right now, but it's better to go with the nicer stuff than go cheap on it, you know. So I'm taking a piece of scrap and I'm marking exactly where this cut needs to be to fit this slat into place. So I'm marking on my edges where this ends, and then same over here. Just like that. Now we got this drawer, false top. Alrighty, we're on the final day. We're gonna be wrapping everything up today. Here's what I got done so far. I need to do this drawer today. Alright, so now that I have this drawer built, I'm going to install these sliders. Now, it's time to put this on. If you've enjoyed this video so far, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out to leave a subscription and also to like the video and comment down below. It really boosts my video up in the algorithms. Also, I'll be traveling out of my truck here soon. I will be documenting everything I do on YouTube, all the travels I'm going to be going on, all the places I'm going to explore. So hit that subscribe button and follow me along. Alright, so we are now ready to carpet. This is the last step in this build, is getting the carpet on and cutting around the slats and the contour. Alright, so the first thing I'm doing is getting an idea of where I want the carpet to sit, because I don't want to be fighting with this when I have glue spread all over the place. So that's about how much carpet I want. Now I'm going to fold it back on top of this, and then I'm going to spray the bottom, and then when I go back and lay it, it'll be nice and easy just to lay it on top and attach it. Now I'm using heavy duty 300, spray it all on there, let it sit for a couple minutes, let it get tacky, and then lay the carpet on top. I'm going to leave all these slats in and try and carpet around all the slats. It's going to be a little difficult, but I'll figure it out. Okay, so now that I have it all cut out, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna secure all the edges with staples. That way she can't easily pull these up when she's moving around in there. All right, well, that's our drum project. Let me know what you think in the comments. Put a lot of hard work into this. I'm not making very much money out of these builds that I'm doing. This is a new business I am starting, so I want to make sure I'm giving people a really good price because, you know, I'm learning. I'm pretty new to woodworking, so I'm giving people a really good price right now. I'm basically doing these for free. Honestly, with COVID and the prices of wood and all the fires going on, wood's expensive as hell. So one of my goals here in the next couple months is to open up a woodworking shop. I don't have the money right now to be doing that kind of venture. So I have a Patreon if you'd like to support that. It only costs you $1. I'd like to hopefully open up a shop here in the next 4 or 5 months. I'm going to go on a little vacation, tripping around in my truck. I'm going to be living out of my truck for about 4 or 5 months. I'm going to try and scope out a good area to open up a shop so I can start doing these on a more professional level. For now, I have basic tools. I'm doing these out of my garage. I'd really like to open up a shop and have the proper tools to make these, you know, the correct way and to make these, you know, perfect. Doing this with a skill saw, you could do it in your garage. Hopefully this video helped you out. I showed you a couple tricks here and there on how to cut around contours, and false tops. So if you could please support the channel, it only costs you $1. I'll post a link in the description. But as for this job, it is done. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like the video and comment down below and subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing these full-time on YouTube. The screw and nail holes still need to be filled in. This needs to be sanded, and it also needs to be coated with polyurethane for this to be a completed project. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.